Gladiator against gladiator, basically.
Right.
You fighting each other trying to take the puck and put it in the goal, right? Then you got the goalie sitting there with the pads on. Basketball is the same thing. Gladiator against gladiator. This guy's trying to stop him from scoring at the other end of the bucket. Boxing, that's the ultimate gladiatorial sport. MMA, those are gladiators going at it. Baseball, another form. It says, in the even larger Circus Maximus, some 260,000 gathered to cheer daredevil charioteers as they raced around a perilously tight track. Now, that's your NASCAR. The same thing was going on back in ancient Rome. They had the chariot racers, going around the track, right? But you got that today. It's called NASCAR. Whoever completes 260 miles first is the winner. They get to the checkered flag. They did the same thing back in ancient Rome. This is Rome all over again.
Ben-Hur, right.
Right. Go ahead, speak on it, brother. Say something.
They had a movie called Ben-Hur, and one of the most famous scenes in the movie is the chariot races, the horse races.
Right, the chariot races.
If you watch the movie, it was real intense.
Hey, pull these signs back in the camp. All right, don't keep the signs out there. Pull them in.
But with the NASCAR, you got to go around it at top speed, certain amount of times, certain amount of miles.
The chariots flip over.
Yeah.
The chariots flip over. People fall over.
Cars crashing.
Chariots crash into each other. Yeah. So the same thing was going. They did the same thing in ancient Rome. This is just another extension of the Roman Empire. That's why okay, good. Hold that. That's why on the dollar bill, when you see the pyramid with the all-seeing eye at the bottom of the pyramid, it has Roman numerals, MDCXLL, whatever, and it basically means 1776. Most people think that's talking about July 4th, 1776. It ain't talking about that. It's talking about May 1st, 1776, when the Bavarian faction of the Illuminati was founded in Bavaria, Germany by Adam Weishaupt. It's not talking about the 4th of July. That's talking about when the Order of the Illuminati was founded in Bavaria, Germany. Then when you're in school, when you're in like, I think maybe 3rd grade, 4th grade, they teach you about Roman numerals. Why? Why you got to learn about Roman numerals for? What does that have to do with anything? That's Latin. What do you have to know about Roman numerals for? When you go to court, when they drag your ass down there to Rector Street, to the court down there, the traffic court, all of those terms are Latin terms. Persona non grata. Corpus delicti, Latin, means body of evidence or damaged party. Nom de guerre, another Latin term. All of these Latin terms are used in the courtroom. When you go to the hospital, all of the terms that they use, the medical terms, is all Latin. Gluteus maximus, that's Latin for your behind. Right? Your trapezes, that's Latin. Your trapezes, that's Latin. Your tricep, that's Latin. Bicep, that's Latin.
Libya, tibia, something like that?
Yeah, Libya, or whatever. Tibias. Oh, you got to change the battery? Yeah. To go back into what I was saying about like with the horse races and the chariot races, they had that back in ancient Rome. So they do the same thing now. NASCAR, the Indy 500, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as back in the time of Rome. And when Rome was at its point where it was falling, that's when they set up a whole spectacle of games to basically to divert the attention of the people. And there goes one of them going by right there. See, most people ain't concerned with a damn thing until it hits them right in the goddamn face. Then that's when they want to care. But you know what? It's too goddamn late then. It's too late then. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which has been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past.
Right. That which is to be is now, and that which was had already been. And the Most High requires that which is past. Right? Now it says here, it says some 260,000 gathered to cheer daredevil charioteers as they raced around a perilously tight track. Then you had in the 70s, you had Evel Knievel. Evel Knievel used to do all that crazy stuff and break his body all up. I mean, that dude broke every bone in his body at one point or another with them crazy jumps he used to do on his motorcycle.
And now his son's doing the same thing. Now.
Yeah, his son is. Yeah, Robert Knievel. He's doing the same thing now. It's a spectacle of games, and it's all about diversion of attention. It says such a strong flock to all these shows, wrote Suetonius, that many strangers had to lodge in tents pitched along the roads. Don't they do that when they're having what they call it? What they tailgated. You got the tailgaters for the baseball game, mainly the football game that's real big, the tailgating. And with the college games, you got the tailgaters. You got people that'll sit in a mobile home or sit in a tent right along the side of the road. They're just waiting so they can get in the Coliseum to go see the game. Then they're out there cooking, they're grilling on their grill. They get the tailgate party, they getting drunk as hell. They getting high too. They ain't just sitting there drinking beer. They getting high out their mind too. Right? They did the same thing back there in ancient Rome. It says that many strangers had to lodge in tents pitched along the roads, and press was often such that many were crushed to death. There were so many people there that people got crushed to death. Trying to do what? Trying to go see the game. It says these brutal spectacles were usually staged by the government. Right? It says, and one of their chief purposes was to divert the menacing hordes of Roman unemployed. Because when you got a lot of people that's unemployed like now, there's a lot of people unemployed now. So what diverts people's attention off of being broke, being poor, and being destitute? Watching LeBron James speed through and come through the lane like a freight train and dunk the ball. Or watching Kobe put a move on somebody, hit him with the layup. Right? That takes or watching Eli Manning throw the ball 75 yards for a touchdown. Or maybe watching CC Sabathia pitch and get a no-hitter. So people they'll get all into that, and for a moment they'll forget about the perilous predicament that they're in. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing right now. It's the same exact thing. Or you might watch Floyd Mayweather destroy somebody in the ring, because that's what Floyd does. Floyd takes whoever he fights and he turns them into a sparring partner. He turns them into a person that is no threat against him. All right, that's what he does, and Floyd is he's a master boxer, and he really likes to humiliate boxers. See, because he can knock a lot of those guys, he can knock the pure shit out of them, but he would rather humiliate their ass, and that's what he does, and he'll do it for 12 rounds. Jack Johnson was like that. Matter of fact, that's where the blueprint goes back to. Jack Johnson at the turn of the century, when these white boys wouldn't let a black man compete for the heavyweight title, when Jack Johnson got up in there and he finally got the title, and he would fight these damn crackers, you know what he used to do to them? He would beat the shit out of them unconscious. And then when they were going down, Jack Johnson would pick them back up. And let them get revived, and then knock the shit out of them again, and then hold them again. That's what watch them films. Jack Johnson used to pulverize them damn crackers. They couldn't do a damn thing with him, because he was about as tall as this brother, or a little bit taller. He was like 6'1" to maybe 6'3". And his defense, you couldn't get through his defense. And he would sit there and he would wait, make you miss, and then make you pay. And Jack used to just humiliate them. Then he would talk all kind of shit to him during the fight. He would humiliate them. He would outskill them. He would outpoint them. He'd laugh in their face. He would laugh in their face, and the whole entire crowd of spectators was just a sea of white people. Then he would look out into the crowd and be talking shit to people in the crowd. And Jack Johnson, at any time, he could have been killed at any one of his boxing matches. Now, if you want to talk about a man in history, Jack Johnson was a man. All right, that was a man right there.